Hey, long time no talk, especially in this sort of way. So I've been making excuses for a little while now as to why I haven't tried to say hello again, and I told myself, I'm gonna wait until I get this camera, in part because, it's so good in low light, as well as it needing to be of like a certain quality, but I was really just making excuses. And it's been so long that I feel like it's almost maybe necessary to reintroduce myself. So, hi, I'm Phil, and I didn't plan any of this out, which I should have. Okay. This is my wife, Lindsay. We've been together for 29 years.
Wow, okay, so that does make me feel like I look young.
Yeah.
Anyway, when Phil just walked in just now, I had literally typed in gifts for husbands that don't like anything.
Oh no, I don't know how I accidentally deleted the footage of Lindsay giving me a glowing review for being a great husband.
And then this is my son, Trey. Oh, hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Playing this game, I'm an expert.
You're an
at.
expert.
Can I defeated the dinosaur 8 times.
And finally,
I don't want you.
okay. That's Carter. He's 3, and he's a bot.
8 times. Now it's the 9th.
That's funny. Thank you. I feel like I'm really good at this now.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Over the course of the last year, a lot of my joy and also a lot of my stressors have come from my fantastic little boys. And I actually mean stressors in a positive way, because if I didn't have these boys over this last year, I probably would have stayed in bed almost every single day. But having Trey and Carter go through their most formative years at a time where the world feels so chaotic, it made me feel like every day I woke up, I actually had a mission. And by making an effort to try to be more receptive to the feelings that they were going through, I actually became more receptive to my own feelings. Which I guess is like my way of saying that once I started listening to myself this year, it made me fully realize how bad things have gotten up here. And while I've talked openly about the ups and the downs that I go through, really listening to myself like I was someone that I cared about, and realizing how depressed I've been. And specifically this year, I know that for a lot of people who have dealt with a lot, it's gone to a different level. And where that kind of went for me is I started developing an eating disorder where I would binge, and then I would binge and purge, and then I'd eat again for some sort of, to feel something, and then to feel control and not have to deal with the negative impacts of that. And through all of this, I've still, I'm a big advocate of therapy, in-person teletherapy, but for the first time, I realized maybe I need a little more help. And so very recently, I started a very small dose of Lexapro. I'm also not a believer that a pill fixes everything. And so about, I want to say 4 weeks ago, I started doing Couch to 5K to get into better shape, because, I'm in the worst shape of my life. I am already starting to see movement in a positive direction, both mentally and physically, but still this morning, it's 256.3 pounds. And please know that I'm sharing this not because I want some sort of pity, because 1, I don't have those feelings for myself, so I don't think that you should have those feelings for me, especially because I live a very fortunate life. And actually, 2, part of the reason that I even talk about this is if you're someone that is struggling, whether you have mental health issues, mental health struggles, you have more of the things that I'm talking about, other things completely unrelated, that you give yourself more slack. If you see someone that is as fortunate and privileged as myself struggling, and then also understanding it and trying to take the steps to deal with it, that you just be nicer to yourself and give yourself that slack, and understand that you are not lesser than because you are dealing with whatever your struggle is. And 3, no special transition here to deflect or distract from me trying to be vulnerable here. I feel like I've missed talking to y'all on a personal level, instead of it
being like me reacting to something else in the world, just being me, presenting that to you, and reconnecting. Because the unfortunate thing is that over the last 14, 15 years, this is the way that I've realized that I like to connect to people, and also hopefully that can have some sort of impact. So hello. It's nice to meet you again. I love your face. I hope you like mine. And if you do, over the Christmas break from the Philip Franco show, I think I'm going to pop some of these out. And I don't know, maybe we can be a little less lonely together during these weird times we try to get from point A to point B.